Hi everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel, and today we're in the street stocks once again and we're at USA International. And you might notice that we've been running the street stocks quite a lot recently, and the reason for that is I'm really trying to get my SR rating up to above 4.0 because I believe that once I do that I'll be able to actually run the C-Class series without ever actually having had to run the D-Class series, so without having to do the ARCAs or whatever. So we're really trying to get above that 4.0 mark. We're super close. Hopefully this race is the race, but yeah, we've qualified pretty well. Really strong strength of field that we're in today, so yeah, let's see how we can get on. Alright.
You'll be lining up on the inside. Closed, pit road is closed.
We're street stocks at USA International. This is my fourth attempt at getting a decent race. Actually, I've had one good race. Very boring. But the other... Right, the other two? The other three. I can't remember now, I've lost count, there's been so many. Breakfast. Absolute breakfast. Go back again, we're trying again. Quite a high strength of field, 1.6, but I think there's a guy that's 2.2. And that's the dude that's on pole. Yeah, just trying to harvest some safety rating, to be honest. We're just going to try and keep our nose clean. Hopefully have a good race at the same time. It's proven easier said than done around this track. It's so tight as soon as the car spins around. The last race especially, I got on the brakes, I managed to avoid it, but then people behind just smashing into the back of you. It's been tricky, it's been really tricky. Hoping with the higher strength of field, and we've managed to qualify quite decent. Hoping that's going to help. And that's going to help us somewhat. We've got a link coming around the green flag.
Post car is off, time to do your job. Green flag, green flag.
Behind getting ambitious. And the six-wheeler cut down, then I didn't want to turn him round. Busy start to the race. Number 5 just got a hip check. Thought it was going to send him really high and wide, but it didn't. Managed to stay with it. Got the inside of him. Still need to watch for the red car though. Did well to hang it around the outside there. Kept good speed. Get himself in really deep. Surely we've got the run on him now. Surely.
Go low. You're back in fifth.
And we have got him now, finally. Now time to see if we can put some good laps together. Maybe try and pull away from Tim behind. Tim's the guy that just won the last race. He won it by a country mile as well, so... I think I've had a race before with Tim. I remember joking about him being a Verstappen, and there was also a De Vries in the same race. Hoping that his tyres start dying before he manages to get too close. It's like that bit already is close, isn't he? Yeah, he's got me here. For 2 now as well.
Clear.
Sort of hoping now that I can just sit in this train behind Tim. and every time he gets below someone, I imagine the car straight in front of me will follow him through, and then I'll try and do the same thing as well. Number 2's just got really loose.
Stay
Really,
low,
really
there is a
loose.
car on the high side. Stay low, there is a car on the high side.
He's getting a bit of contact with that number 6 in front of us there. Number 2 has really lost his rhythm there, he's gone high and wide again. I'm staying side by side with Jose, and he's now got through. Great move by Tim. Oh, unbelievable. Ruthless punt by Jose then. The 6 car seems to be starting to struggle a little bit, to be honest. The line's not quite where it was. I'm wrestling a bear coming into 3 and 4. Or as me, as a stubborn Englishman, would know it. Turn 2. This car's gone high and wide again, but he's going to chop down. It'd leave me a bit of space, to be honest, coming onto the back straight, but it's gone in way too deep that time. Way too deep. Still managed to get a decent run coming out of it though. Surprising.
Outside, clear.
The guys behind are getting racy, they're ready to pounce.
Outside. Outside, clear.
Didn't manage to capitalise on it. I'll get to do it all over again. Oh no, the black car behind us has spun. I don't know who that was. Send Jose deep again into one of the good turns and put enough pressure on that he ends it in too deep if we can get the run. Just tripping me up on the apexes just when I want to put the power down, he just hesitates for that extra second and I just have to check up, and that gives him the half a second he needs to then pull away again. Practice I've been doing sort of low 23s, so definitely, well, it's hard to say because now the tyres will be dying, but definitely at one point in the race had more speed than what we're showing right now. But I'm boxed in by Jose, not what I can do. Run inside this time, trying to block and defend. Just want to try and keep it clean. The last thing I'd want to do is put all this work in and then turn him to get round him. to be fair, is blocking very aggressively, so
Outside.
if it does end up being any contact, but to be fair, it's going to be on him.
Stay low. There is a car on the...
I'm trying to come around a little bit then. I think I might let him have it, to be fair, see if he can go make a mark
Stay
in front.
low. There is a car on the high side. Stay low. There is a car on the high
Come on,
side.
get your foot down, get in there. Just past halfway through in the race now. This is a lot of action, very intense, very intense. Don't really feel like I'm able to run the line that I want to do anymore. This guy behind Caleb in my mirrors has just dropped back a bit now, so tyres are not enjoying my line that I'm taking anymore. Number 5 car's finding that exact same stubborn defence as what I was up against. I don't think I've cut my tyres, to be honest. I've lost all of my pace. I'm going to adjust my brake bias on the fly here, see if I can get a bit more rotation into the corners from my brakes. Well, I did, but it's not grippy rotation. That's not worked straight off the bat.
Car inside.
Oh, number 6 car's just bumped the wall there.
Still there at the bottom. Clear inside. Car outside. Stay low. Still there. Clear outside if you want
The
to.
6 car might be wounded a little bit, it's really slowed down now. 7's hit the wall as well.
10 to go. This time by.
Mistakes are starting to creep in as the race wears on. Just got to pay so much attention in these races, there's so much going on all the time. thought the back end was coming around on me just then. I was pumping the pedal, which actually seemed to do quite a good job of slowing the car down, to be honest. I wonder if that's a tactic or a technique. I don't think it was effective in stopping the slide and slowing my car down off the price of one. Kevin's inside a 6 here. Lose it though, boys. Absolutely nowhere for me to go if I try and go 3 wide there.
Outside.
On the number 6 finally.
Clear high.
And 7 bumped the wall as well. Not long after number 6 did, so let's see what he's like for pace now, because he was being held up by the 6 car this whole time. Now that he's had a bit of a kiss with the concrete, let's see what that's doing for his pace. Absolutely intense. I'll be ready for this one to be over, to be honest. It's a really fun race, don't get me wrong, but there's so much happening all the time. These tight little bull rings that the street stocks run on.
2 laps to go.
High intensity. High intensity. Fortunately got a big gap behind. Jose's working as a nice cork in the bottle for me. Holding up the guys behind. I mean, he's got wide elbows. There's I was saying earlier, it's quite an aggressive job of defending, really. There's a few times where he basically chopped my line if I'd not got out of the throttle, and it'd have been around, but it was effective. Can't take that away from him. Coming onto the white flag lap. Keep it pointing in a straight line. We were the 10 car in this, we're currently P8, so punching above our weight. Around the final corner. Take P8, well, it feels like that feels like a victory, to be honest.
There's the flag. It's over.
That was an intense race, a really intense race. The result wasn't particularly amazing, but I think that's sort of about mid-pack, if that makes sense, and I just about sort of improved my iRating as well, so I was just slightly above where I should have been, if that makes sense. But my number, obviously my car number, was number 10 for that race, so I wasn't really expected to do well, and did a little bit better than that, so that's good. I was 0.03 away from getting up to the 4.0 mark, so still need to do a couple more races probably just to get to where I need to be, or to where I'm hoping to be, to see if my theory is correct or not. But yeah, enjoyed that race nonetheless. It was a really good race. It was good to be racing with such fast guys like that, so fingers crossed for more races like that in the C class. So, you know, sort of higher standard of driving, closer races and stuff like that. It was very enjoyable. Yeah, that's going to be everything for this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new and you haven't done that already. Other than that, take it easy, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one.